Hi, welcome to my channel. I am Ren, and this is my daily weight loss and diet vlog where I share my day with you and any ideas or anything I may have learned, tidbits and knowledge I've learned along the way for diet, weight loss, exercise, and mental health for that matter, because mental health is just as important. It's my weight loss journey, and we have a friend today, Mo. He's mm, he's kind of clingy. He has his own spot right here, and yeah, he's very moish. I Today is free Sunday at my grocery store. I went there; they were out. They said they ran out in the morning, and they told me what it was. Supposed to be free, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's all right. Because you win some, you lose some. But I needed to pick up yogurt, and they started carrying a 25-gram yogurt protein at my local store. And I was so thrilled. They usually have just the 20 and the 25. They're like getting better and better about having different little health options, health food options. Their health food aisle has expanded, and it is crazy how much they've been doing just over the past couple of months. And I'm like, how serendipitous is that? Because I go there and I was trying, my best to stay within my diet and ordered a lot of stuff online, but now I can pick it up at my local grocery store, which is really great. And there is a hole in the back of my chair, the gaming chair, and he's discovered it and likes to swat at me through it. So that's a gripper, that one. But um, yeah, it's really good. I'm excited. I have several things happening. This week I'm gonna get my shots, so my back can get sorted out and I can become even more active. Plus, my goal is swimming by Wednesday. Let's see how that goes. I'm excited because I feel that I've healed enough from my surgery to go ahead and proceed with that. Come on. Sorry. He's a giver, that one. He's very clingy. Clingy is a good word for him. Obviously, we don't abuse our felines around here. No, no, no. So I hope you like pets. Cats, anyway. Mo's a giver, that one. But yeah, I'm excited for that so I can go walking more. We did have some rain, a lot of rain. Mm. The rain was the past few days. I'm hoping it's all rained out for now so that we can like be able to go back out and walk. But either way, I'm focusing maybe to go back swimming as well. We'll see how that goes. It also depends if they ever got the heater fixed in the large pool because if it rains out, then the small pool we can't swim in if there's lightning going on. Well, that being said, cross our fingers. On top of that, yeah, and I'm just really kind of excited. I got these goals to be doing. I have been rearranging my office a little. Mo's got a spot now. Um, I was trying to figure out what to do with this table, and yeah, now I know. That being said, though, I am trying to think of a recipe for fish because I'm having some fish thaw out. Well, personally, I like fresh fish. I don't actually eat frozen fish. True story. I'm going to be cooking for my partner. Whenever I cook frozen fish, it's for him because he doesn't care. I, on the other hand, have to have freshly caught fish because I live in a coastal region in the south. So it's really easy to get freshly caught fish when we want to eat fish. So right now we just had a lot of frozen fish from when I was recovering from surgery that he didn't eat, and now we're just trying to go through that. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with that. tomorrow. I think I'm gonna browse some stuff online, honestly. Maybe come up with something. Because I have a plethora of spices and herbs. I get a bunch of them because I don't like to use a lot of sodium in my diet. It's to mainly be healthy. That's what I want to do. That's my goal. That's the whole purpose of everything. And yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. When I do this and I make him a dinner essentially and not make myself a dinner, I usually eat something else like, well, I have my baby food and then I have tons of things I can't eat. I always get my protein for the day. That's already pre-measured, so the dinner never really affects that. But I get I just generally eat either some fruit or like a vegetable or whatever we have available. I did buy some pears and some oranges today, so could even have that. I don't necessarily need a whole huge meal in the evening. Sometimes I don't even really feel like eating, and that's another reason why I ensure that I get my protein for the day and I get my vitamins as well. So, that being said, I always keep myself on check. The other thing I am looking at is like um the different ways that you can get protein in your diet and slip it in like pretty much anywhere, honestly. If you get whey protein, unflavored whey protein powder, you can actually put that in just about anything. And it will amplify the protein of whatever you're making, whether it be smoothies, whether it be, I could even put it in my yogurt, to be honest with you, and have it even more protein. Though at the level it is right now, I don't think it would do very well. But I mean, you can make sorbets, ice creams. Honestly, you can even put it in your coffee because the way doesn't really have much of a flavor. It's only a slight, like a very slight milkish flavor to it. So if you do put like cream or sugar in your coffee, you really won't notice. And that's a really easy way to do in the morning. Like when you take your wake up juice, you just put some unflavored whey protein powder into your coffee, and then you have your protein kick for the day. I mean, you don't have to put it, it's not no written law that says that you have to put it in smoothies or you have to put it in this and that. I mean, you can get really creative with that stuff. And if you're not a morning eater like me, that's, but you do have your coffee in the morning, there you go. Slip some whey protein powder in there and primo. Uh, it's just, honestly, I doubt you'll even notice the difference. You just mix it up really well, and there you go. You have your thing. And unflavored whey protein powder is easily bought like on Amazon. I got a huge thing on Amazon, but you can get it like just about anywhere nowadays. Probably Amazon though, if it's unflavored. That's the key though. That's the thing you got to be careful with, because if you get the flavored ones, then you can't put it in anything. You can even put it in your sauces, your gravies. You could put it in, I mean, sky's the limit, to be honest with you. Like, um, let's say you're making just like a vegetable dish and you have like a sauce to go on it. Um, what you could do is slip the whey protein powder in with the liquid and let it dissolve and mix up and have that put over that so you're still getting your protein with that meal. It's just you don't necessarily have to eat meat all the time. And that way you don't feel that you're forced to eat meat all the time. Because one thing, when my mother had to have a high protein diet because of her health issues, she got tired of eating meat all the time. And I can understand that completely, because there are days where I really don't feel like eating chicken. I don't feel like eating really anything. And that's why I always have like protein drinks available, or I have yogurt available, just because there are days where I will literally force myself to get the protein I need that day because I just don't have any appetite at all. And sometimes you just get like that. Sometimes you just get to where you don't feel like nothing sounds good. And when you have those days, you just plan ahead. And in all actuality, I can slip protein powder in my baby food. I know it's crazy. I still have baby food up here. But I like it because it's all natural. It's literally just the water and pureed fruit. This one is. This one's pears, bananas, and apples. Oh my. You can look at the ingredients and I'll say that. And they don't add any extra sugar, so there you go. I get three different um three different fruits in one little serving. I can put in a little bit of whey protein powder and then I get a protein thing that doesn't even need to be refrigerated. You know how crazy that is? So yeah, you could do a lot of stuff with protein powders. Really, this guy, your imagination is your limitation at that range. You could slip it into bread. You could slip it into all kinds of different things. I could have put whey protein powder when I made my persimmon bars and had them protein bars. Yeah. So just keep that stuff in mind. When you do when you do put some in, remember it is a powder, so you will have to add just a touch more liquid to kind of compensate for that. But yeah, it is definitely possible. You can put it in the gravies, you can put it in sauces, you can put it in whatever, whatever. It's such a neutral flavor that, and an easy way to add protein, a nutritious protein at that. So just thought for today. And when you go to the grocery store, take your time. Go up and down in the aisles and walk up and down all those aisles because that's exercise. Because where I live, it gets very hot in the summer. So obviously, going outside to walk in the summer is just not going to happen. And my doctor was even suggesting, well, when you go to the grocery store, just walk around your grocery store. It's air conditioned, for one thing. And so just walking around, pushing the cart, taking your time, going up and down all the aisles a few times, and it helps you to ensure that you don't forget anything. A, and B, you get your exercise in. So exercise is exercise. You got to kind of think outside of the box because people think that exercise has to be a certain way. No, not necessarily true. Exercise can be in many forms, in many different ways, and still count. Naturally, it's not going to count as progressive or aggressive as like running a marathon or, swimming several thousand laps at the pool. It's not going to count for that, but it will count because your body's still burning energy to do it. It may not be as much energy, but it's still burning energy. So there you go. With that in mind, though, I'm sorry I wasn't here yesterday. I do have chronic migraines, and some days they're mostly under control, but there are days they don't respond well. And unfortunately, on those days, I can't communicate, literally. So, with that in mind, I do apologize for not being on yesterday, but I'm here today. Everything is peachy. We have good days and bad days. Everybody does. And on that note, make sure you hydrate. Water is so essential. It's a major important to help keep you healthy. And your imperfections are beautiful. All your imperfections and your flaws are absolutely beautiful because they are what make you you and they are what make you unique. So never let anybody tell you otherwise. And with hope, anything is possible. So never give up hope. Until next time, I love you all. Bye.